everyone. So today I thought I would show you how I made this card. Now I'm calling it like a faux gatefold because when you look at it, it looks like a gatefold card, but it's actually a card that opens right up. Now I haven't made one of these in a long time, and I seen one on Create and Craft. Someone had made it for a design team project, and I thought, do you know what, I haven't made one in such a long time, I'm going to make one. So I did do this one, and then I thought I'll show you guys how I done it. It's really easy. All you need is a die that like this. So this is the, oops, upside down, this is the Splendid Swirls by Desire. But as long as you have a die that only cuts out one edge and the other side stays in the card, then you can use it like this one, for example, is the same. So you could make a smaller one with this, cuts out here and doesn't cut out on that edge, so you can make your flap. So I'm going to use this one again just because it was the one that I used the first time, and I'm going to show you quickly. It's really simple, but I just think it's nice. When you look at it, it stands up, you know, it looks like a gatefold, but it's not. So yeah, I think it's really pretty. So what we need is 3 sheets of A4 card, or in America I think it's letter size they call it, but A4 card. This is about 240 GSM. Anything from about 200 to 300 GSM is absolutely fine. So we need that, and then we need our scoreboard as well. So first thing we're going to do is take a sheet of A4 card. Now you could also make a faux gatefold card without the dies if you wanted to, and just have it either plain gatefold on the front and the card still opening up. So this would just be plain, you know, but you could still stamp on it and decorate it with your stamps and embellishments and all things, but it wouldn't have the, you know, it wouldn't be a die cut, it would just be the plain opening. But you could still do that if you didn't have the die. You can use any size die. Like I said, this one, you can use a smaller one, whichever one you like, as long as when you're using the die it only cuts out on the one edge. So for this one, what I'm going to do is place the cutting edge here, and then place the die here, just as close to the top and as straight as I can get it. So looking at the top, that looks roughly straight there. So, oops, I'm going to score that down. I've left, I could score it at 3 3/4, but it would be really next to the die. So I'm going to score it at 4 just to leave probably about 1/4 of an inch. It just gives you this little edge, and it means that the card opens quite easy rather than it being right up to the edge, and it might get, you know, damage my filigree. So done that bit. Now all I'm going to do is tape it down. Piece of washi tape, try and unstick it. I did have some black washi tape that wasn't very sticky, and it was perfect for this, but I dropped it on the floor and I cannot find it for love nor money. I'll come across it one day when I'm not looking for it. Anyway, so let's tape this down. Let's make sure it's not going to move, and then I'm going to run this through my die cutting machine. Okay, so I've ran it through the die cut machine, so let's just take off the tape and try and take that off like that. There we go. And then take off the die. Okay, a pokey tool, let's just take out any wee bits that are still stuck in. Okay. These wee swirly bits drive me nuts because they all get caught round about each other. Right, there we go. I think that's all my bits out now. So then, what I want to do is, see how it's only cut down one side because we put that dye in, so I want to separate it here just by slicing off that bit, and then on this long piece here I want to go as straight as I can down to my score line. Can you see that? So then let's move that out of the way, bring in my trimmer, which I absolutely hate using just now, and I'm really thinking about getting a different trimmer because this one, as much as it's a good trimmer, I've said it before, but trying to get the blades for the Fiskars trimmer is just getting ridiculous. I know you can order them online, but they're quite expensive and you cannot get them in Hobbycraft or the range. They just seem to be sold out constantly. So I'm thinking about investing in a different trimmer because this one just keeps feathering my card and paper. So let's pop that to the side. And this is what we have now. So you have your long piece of grey floor and this piece of your gatefold. Now there probably is other ways to do this, guys, but this is just the way that I do it. So don't be like, Sam, you're doing it wrong or whatever. This is just the way that I do it. I know you can actually just do the die cut first and then stick it onto the paper, but I like doing it this way because it makes your card quite solid, quite rigid as well, and gives it lots of support. So that's why I do it this way. So then we just fold it over on our score line and we have our first side. Now do you see what I mean? I could just go ahead and cut this out, leave a little tab on the side and then stick it on there, but I prefer doing it this way. So all we're going to do is repeat this process again. Exact same. I'm going to just put it down, put my die down, tape it down, score it, cut it out, and then we will have the exact same of this again. Okay, so we now have our two the same. Okay, so this part is really easy. All we're going to do is stick them together, and I'm just using wet glue, but you can use your double-sided or your tape runners or whatever is your preferred adhesive. Okay, pop one directly on top of the other. I'm just going to pick it up and line it up. Okay, and you should have a perfect gatefold like that. And let me just burnish the edges of my gatefold. Now there you go, you have a gatefold card that would stand up like that. Okay, and that would be your gatefold card. However, I want it to be a full gatefold, so this part is really easy as well. This is just the way that I do it. So take your third piece of A4. This, I'm just using white in this instance, and all I do is grab a pencil. Now you can actually, do you know what, I'm going to do it on my scoreboard. Just makes it a bit easier, a bit faster. Take it to your scoreboard. You can obviously do it with a pencil if you want, but what I'm going to do is put my card along the top, my gatefold card, with my A4 underneath, and butt it right up to the end, and I'm just going to leave about 1/4 of an inch longer than my actual card. I'm going to score it, so my card finishes here and I'm going to score 1/4 of an inch longer. If you want, you can just do it without your scoreboard and just pop it on your card, mark it with your pencil line, and then cut it. I'm just doing it this way, it makes it a wee bit visually easier for me. So pop it onto my scoreboard, line it up, and there we go. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? No, that's right, is it? Ah, it is. Oh my goodness, I thought I had done it wrong there. Sam. Oh, panic stations. Okay, put it back on. So what I've done is cut it off. I don't know why I've done that. Right. Okay, mistakes and all, flaws and all. You know what I'm like on this channel by now, guys. So what I'm going to do then is, I've cut it now, so I'm just going to score it down the edge of my card. That was just a wee blooper. If I had bloopers on this channel, that would be one of them. And then I am going to fold it in on itself, like so, like that. And that is going to be my back of my card, like that. Now, I like doing it this way just because I feel like I like to glue it first and then cut it, because it makes sure you get it exact. Sometimes if you measure it and cut it, it's like a couple of mils shorter and it doesn't measure up and things. So this is just the way that I like to do it. So I'm going to pop my glue on the back here, just like a little 1/4 inch runner of glue, and then pop it directly onto my 1 inch fold. And you see what I mean? That way I can absolutely get this measured straight, exactly where I want it. I haven't cut anything off yet, so it's not going to be too short. And then open it up and push it down. Let's move this out the way. So open it up, push it down, and you can just take your bone folder and make sure, you see it's absolutely perfect at the bottom because I haven't pre-cut it. So nice and glued there and here. So there we go. Then what I can do is turn it over, and you see you can cut it now because you know it's going to be a perfect fit. It's not going to be too short. So you're just following along the edge of your card. You cannot get it wrong. You see, it measures up perfectly. So you've got the absolute perfect, exact same size of your card. And unless you're like me, you're rubbish at cutting. There you go. Okay, so that is the basis for the faux gatefold. Looking at that, if you opened it up out the envelope, you would think it was a gatefold, but you have the inside to write on as well. This here, the join, I don't worry about that because what you'll see on this one, get it the right way around, I have covered it with paper, matching paper on the inside, so you don't see it. Isn't that nice? I just think it's something a wee bit different. You can go ahead and decorate it whichever way you like, but that is how I do it. So yeah, let me know what you think, guys. Really quick and easy. As I said, there probably is other ways to do it, but that's just the way that I do it, so I thought I would share that with you. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.